penalty area man of Solomon.
Leeds again. Now it's Jalapiro.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the Whites Wake Up. Our second episode last week was a huge success with you guys. Some of the fantastic comments that we got last week, we thoroughly enjoyed doing it. This week again, we've loads in store for you, from more games, chaos, and the Bros Boots challenge as well, that you'll thoroughly enjoy this week as well. And also, we did hit 3,000 subscribers earlier on in this week, guys, which is absolutely unbelievable. But Dillo, how are you keeping anyway?
Yeah, just venture off what you just said there, Darren, as well. It's so surreal to hit 3,000 subscribers in less than a year. It's unbelievable, you know. Me and you set out to do an aim at 250 subscribers at the end of the year. So to hit 3,000 is like way above the expectation. But yeah, loving this, love the crack. It's a bit of a mess while the season is wrapped up, and looking forward now to the Premier League.
Absolutely. Will we get into anyway the first game?
We will.
So totally brand new games for you this week, guys. We did say last week that we'll be doing this on a cycle, so it's not going to be the same games every single week, even though last week all the games went down a treat with you. They will be back again, because it can get a little bit boring if we're doing the same games every single week. So we're going to constantly keep freshening up for you guys to keep you entertained, as what Dylan said, in the off season. But let's get into it. The first game we have for you here is what happens next.
So what happens next is basically, we'll show you a Leeds United clip, okay? And you have to guess what happens next. That's more or less it. So yet again, you win absolutely nothing, but it's all for a bit of crack, isn't it? That's what it's all about.
That's exactly it. So we will show you a little clip, and then we'll reveal what happens at the end of the show. So make sure you get your comments in and let us know what you think might happen. So let's have a look at this week's what happens next. So that's it, Dillo. What do you think happened next?
He done a front flip or something into the crowd, did he? I don't know, like something mad like that. I have a visual of what happened, but I can't remember.
The one, if memory serves me right, was that the one where, did Gelhardt win that penalty? Was that when he went on the jink and run? I think it was.
It was fair as my where, yeah.
I think it was, class.
Yeah, I'm going to say he jumped into the crowd.
I know what happened, so we're not going to say what happened. So let us know in the comment box below what you think happens next. As I said, we will reveal at the end of the show. One thing I do want to plug as well is the Leeds Creator Cup, guys. It's placed on the 20th of July in the John Charles Community for Sport Stadium. All your favourite Leeds United content creators will be there. We take to the field in aid of prostate cancer. Prostate Cancer UK. Tickets are only £7 for adults and £3 for kids. If you can't make it on the day as well, guys, I'll drop the link in the description below. You can go to the Leeds Creator Cup website and donate as well if you can't make it on the day. But if you can, make sure you get down. It's going to be a fantastic day, family full event, and obviously if it's going to be a success, we'd like to run it as an annual thing. So again, go get your tickets, and we hope to see you all there at that one. Moving on to the next game, a brand new game again that we're actually very, very excited about. And this thing that we have here in front of us is the Null wheeling Misfortune.
Ooh. I don't know why I had to do that. This was something I needed to do.
Sorry about him.
So this game is basically anything can happen. It could be a forfeit, it could be a dare, you know, absolute nonsense altogether, you know, and it's all decided by the Mr. Null wheeling. We should get like a little hat for him.
So we have a couple of forfeits then on this game. I'll read them out as we go along. So we've got Sub Wish, where myself and Dylan have to do something that you subscribers wish us to do. We've got a hot take, which obviously exactly what it says on the tin. We've got Leeds Arrest, where one of us is going to dress up as a woman, very much based off like the Soccer AM Soccerette that we used to see a couple of years ago, which will be a good bit of fun. The Bro Fit as well, where each other have to dare something to do during the show, whatever it may be. We haven't even thought about it yet, but we'll see what way that one goes. Confession as well, confess something that you've never told anyone before. Weak foot on the Bros Boots. So obviously next week's challenge, whatever we're doing, everything has to be done on your weaker foot, which is going to be absolutely horrendous. Funny X post, so post something on our personal X account that's funny that people are just going to think, what is this lad on? prank call as well, which is going to be a good one if any of us do get that one. So prank call anyone in our phone book. Banana is Banana Sue. Leeds chantos. Sing a Leeds chant. Sing a song, or sing any song at all you want. And there's a couple of props there. TikTok dance then as well. So you have to do a dance and upload it to the Only Leeds Bros TikTok. So plenty of forfeits in there, Dillo. And I think it should be a little bit maybe beauty before age if you want to spin the wheel first.
No, not really. I don't even want to do that. If I have to do a TikTok dance, or better, yeah, if you have to ring, or if I have to ring someone or prank call them. I don't do things by half, so like it's not like I'm gonna ring someone like that and close it. It's gonna be someone that I hate, or someone that like I don't really get along with, that kind of way. So if you are watching, I don't really hate you, but I do.
Right, so Dylan's gonna be forced to spin the wheel. Let's go. What have we got? Funny X post. So Dylan, what are we thinking for the X post? Because obviously you're going to have to put it up tonight at the time of recording. People are seeing this on Saturday, so it's already out there. What are you thinking? What are you going to post on X?
I have actually no clue, to be fair. I want to think outside the box. Something to kind of, as you said, what was wrong with this fella? Like, or is he okay? Or, yeah. I don't really know. I might leave it as a surprise, if I'm being honest with you.
Right. Keep an eye out or go have a look at Dylan's X after you finish watching the show and see what he posted on his X account. Should be a good one. My turn, Dillo.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one. I hope it's a bro fits. Sometimes I hope it's a bro fits. I was rattling there spinning that, I'm telling you. I'm not messing.
Especially because you can't see it from behind.
Oh my god, I was rattling there as well. I was like, oh, please don't be a prank call. And then I was like, oh no, then there's something worse than that as well. Like, what? So I'm actually quite happy with the Expos. Nice and easy to settle into the new game.
That's a handy enough one though. Not handy, like people are still going to think what's he on about, but
I'm just going to lose a lot of followers now. Let's off as a rocket.
Not an Only Leeds Bros.
Oh no, just me personally.
Right, let's get into it. My turn. Let's spin the wheel and see what my challenge is this week. Oh.
Confessions.
So, confession. I'm going to have to think about this. And what have I got to confess? So, my confession is when I was younger, well, Dylan probably knows this, I used to genuinely think that I was Alan Smith. This might be a bit of a hot take because obviously we know where he ended up at. But yeah, I used to get the semi-permanent spray my hair white, spike my hair like Alan Smith, had Smith 17 on the back of the jersey. And then I used to be out on my dad's field, my dad's football field, out playing football with the goals and that. And used to talk to myself and used to be pretending that I was Alan Smith. Yeah, mad times when I look back now. So yeah, that's
some confession now.
That's my confession now.
Oh yeah. Got to get you the spray now again.
I'll have to dig out a picture there somewhere. If I find a picture, I'll pop it in this video here somewhere. But yeah, used to think it was Alan Smith and all that. Just convinced it was Alan Smith. But yeah, that's my confession. Don't slag me too much about that one. Yeah. That's it for the Null Wheel of Misfortune. I say there's plenty of forfeits on that. A lot more good ones. We have a banana suit, stuff like that as well. Sing a song, Leeds chants, loads of bits and bobs to do. And as I said, we will be doing this on a rotation basis, so it won't be every single week. So keep an eye out for the Null Wheel of Misfortune. Should be a very good one. Right, so now it's time to head back out onto the pitch and onto the field for this week's Bros Boots Challenge. Let's see how we get on. What is happening, everybody? Welcome along to this week's Bros Boots Challenge. After last week's success there on Bielsa's bucket, we gained loads of spectators that are here to support us today.
No, not really. Definitely not.
This week's challenge, we are going to attempt the OG of football challenges is hit the crossbar. 5 attempts, 5 footballs each. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully, it's better than last week, Bielsa's bucket. Dylan, what are we thinking?
5 out of 5. Myself.
Let's go.
Oh, you're going first, there. Typical. Typical. You want a bit of this there.
Right.
That's the light one.
Here's the light one. Let's see if we get the range. Oh! Duh! Hamstring gone.
The ball gone. You had to kill some granny.
Sorry! Get down. Too high.
Number 3. Not bad. I begged you as well. Boom! Gonna hit it again.
Too short.
Which one do you want? The Champions League or
Got a Champions League on it.
road to the final? Like,
Champion!
so Darren is one.
Oh.
Darren 1-0 up.
Pressure's on, Dillo. How can you deal with the pressure? Can you come back?
Pressure retires.
Oh, good attempt. Oh! Oh, yeah. Up. 1-0.
Make a wreck of the rest of them.
Oh, he's found the range. What's this, number 3? Good effort. Great effort. Oh! Oh no, that is man. Oh my lord, 2-1. I am raging. I never thought you'd hit it.
Oh, you
Ah! You got coggy.
The old wind's picking up there. Settle.
It's very windy there now, boy. Hey! Alright!
2 out of 5, very bad. And you got one as well, so we'll take that.
That is it for this week's Bros Boot Challenge. I think the intensity came up, the quality came up. Dylan wins 2-1. We'll be back next week. Back over to us in the studio.
Yeah, sign me up.
See you next week. So that is it for this week's Bros Boots Challenge. We're not even going to speak about it because I lost. Dillo, talk us through the techniques that made you hit the crossbar, not once but twice. And again, to the people at home, we're staying true to ourselves. That was our first attempt and our first effort at it. We did try it again off camera and we didn't hit it once after that. But Dylan, obviously Bielsa's bucket was last week. It was a very, very tough challenge. This week the quality got better, the intensity got better. What did you make of it?
It's just pure raw talent, if I'm being honest with you. It's just no money messing. Nah, look, it's a bit of crack at the end of the day. There's something I always loved doing when I played football. I was out trying to hit the crossbar. It was always something that, look, in all seriousness,
it's not easy. It's not
no,
easy.
it's not easy. No. Look, all I was good at was whipping the ball in, and I had the pace when I was skinny. But yeah, maybe you could say to a certain degree I didn't lose that bit. But yeah, a bit of crack. And to be honest, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect any, if I'm being honest with you. So the first one was just, that ball was really light. And then when I hit the third one, when the third one hit, it was surreal. I couldn't believe it. I was a pinger. And then I done a little cartwheel celebration, and he broke my arm doing it.
He thought he was Larry Ramazani.
I didn't actually thought it was Robbie Keane, to be but yeah, no, that's what it's all about. You know, I was a loser.
So Dylan does win this week. We're going to move on now to the next one, and it is MOT Mates, where you put myself and Dylan under the microscope and ask us your burning questions. So
question 1 is from Jamie Edwards. So we've got to put it to the both of us. I've got a daft question for you both. Would you rather spend a week in a forest or a night in a real haunted house? I want to know your reasons behind your choices as well. Do you want to go first or will I go?
Yeah, I'll go first. I think it'd be the haunted house for the night.
No.
For me, the reason why obviously he wants a reason point. I think so. It's kind of done and it's over now. One night, get through the torture. Imagine a week of no content for the only Leeds Bro subscribers. What would we do?
Well, apart from that bit, yeah, that would be a killer. But imagine the peace.
For a week, yeah. Away from the wife and kids for a week in the forest. So you're picking the forest. Why would you pick the forest?
Because I don't mess with haunted houses or anything like that.
Fair.
Sort of paranormal. Not me, lads. No.
I just stick to myself though. I just go to bed and stay in the corner and stay away from it all.
It'll follow you.
No, I just tell them to leave me alone.
They won't. I'd rather sleep in a forest listening to an owl going, ooh, ooh. A bit of fishing, bring a few cans.
Cheers. That's it, John, then, for your question. Buddy, Dylan, what else have we got?
Question 2 is from no other main man himself, Danny Rumsey. I've got a question for you, and I know you wouldn't, but if one of you supported the team over the pennies, would you have disowned the other one? Yeah.
100%.
100%. Now, look, I'll be completely honest with you. I was put in a scum jersey when I was 2.
That sounds like a confession.
Yeah. Just have to be honest there. Didn't go down well with Darren. I didn't really know what was going on. And got taken off me very quickly. And the leaves went on and it never came off since.
Yeah, so when Dylan was young, Dylan was, I think you were younger than that. I think you were about 1.5 or 2. I remember seeing Dylan in the scum jersey. I would have been about, 7 at the time. 7.5 when I was Leeds mad, Leeds fanatic. So for me, that was just a complete no-no. And I remember I had the All Leeds CD. And he used to play it on the radio for Dylan and just used to bait marching on together. And obviously, we used to share bunk beds. So the whole walls were just plastered in Leeds United posters. He didn't have a choice. He was Leeds and that was it. But look at the life of misery I'll put you through.
And the best. I'm miserable all the time and I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Love it. Absolutely love it. I've got one here from Stephen Bourne who asked us on our X account, what's your first memory of Leeds United and what's your most prized Leeds possession?
I'm not just saying this because we talked about it, but I would actually have to say it would have to do with Alan Smith because that's when it was the Yorkshire Rose badge. What I really remember, not really the one now, you could say. You used to have like a bag and there was always obviously your boots in and all, but then photos of Alan Smith around the room, Mark Viduka, the whole lot. And it would be that. Prize possession, it would probably have to be a signed away jersey last season from Joel Pirro.
Yeah, good one.
At the minute, I have a Phillips one as well, but
that's a good one. Yeah,
there's a few. I have a few, to be fair.
My first memory of Leeds United was the very first game that I remember, and my earliest memory of Leeds United was in the Champions League against AC Milan at Elland Road when we bet AC Milan. And Lee Bowler scored when Dida fumbled it into the net. And I just remember the Champions League music, the hordings around Elland Road with like the Amstel and PlayStation and all that. It was just real vibe, reminded me of like kind of a PlayStation type of game. So that was my first memory of Leeds United. And my most prized possession now would have to be my dad's jersey. Obviously, most of you know that my dad passed away. So yeah, probably was, like what you said, of a couple of signed bits around the place. You can see from a couple of the players, but probably now it'd have to be dad's jersey. I'd love that to bits. So that would be my most prized one, definitely 100%.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So cheers, thanks for getting your questions in. Hope that answers it. Again, keep an eye out for this one, guys. We'll be posting this on our YouTube posts, our X posts, and our Instagram posts as well. So make sure you get involved in this one in the weeks to come. It won't be again next week. It'll be in a couple of weeks' time. So make sure you get your questions in. Obviously, keep them clean. Otherwise, we can't put them in. But any questions you have for myself and Dylan, make sure you do get them across, and we'll answer them as best as we can. Right, so at the start of the show, we asked you what happened next. Let's go across and see what happened.
Raging I didn't get that. I'm actually annoyed at myself that I didn't get that. Like, I had an idea, but then at the same time, you kind of think outside the box. Is he just going to boot that? Or is he going to jump into the stand? So
I don't know what he was thinking, lads. Like, oi.
That's what I was talking about on last week's show about Rodrigo. He just has that kind of, that
and he got the score on. It's not like he missed. Like,
I probably would have done the same to myself, if I'm being honest.
I remember at the time they were all kind of giving him stick about. I remember Alioski and all that were putting up posts and kind of saying no corner flag is safe around them and stuff like that. But just pure anger, snapping the corner flag, like absolutely, man. But that, I think at the time it was more kind of relief, though, wasn't it? Because that was at the time there was a lot of pressure on the Leeds at that time. I remember we were really up against it. Performances were starting to drop, results weren't great, and that was massive. That penalty, wasn't it? That was a high pressure moment in front of the south stand as well. Like it was some nerve to put that into the back of the net. So you can probably imagine the outpouring of relief from him when that hits the back of the net. But to just absolutely obliterate the corner flag was crazy, wasn't it?
I think it was a legend thing to do, to be honest with you. I probably would have done the same myself. You know, because you don't think when you're banging a goal like that, the adrenaline still kicking. You know, when you're running around, you're saying to yourself, will I just do a salute? Will I jump? No, I'm going to smash the corner flag over. Sounds a bit more better, doesn't it? It's a bit more exciting. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, true. So Dylan, that is it for this week's Whites Wake Up. What did you make of the show? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, loving the Bros Boots Challenge. The Null wheel of Misfortune. Look, we're going to have problems, me and him, straight off the bat, because there's a few in there that I don't like. That's taking me out of my comfort zone. But look, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, loving it. You know, mixing it up. I'm loving the show. I'm loving the feedback we're getting. You know, and at the end of the day, it's still early days, lads. We're only a year at this. This is only a second show, so it's gonna be bigger and better as the weeks go on. So yeah, I'm actually loving it, to be fair.
Anyone that kind of follows Only Leeds Bros, we've always kind of said from the start is that we always want and try to do something different and put our own twist on things. And obviously there's only so much you can do outside that Leeds United kind of box with what Dylan says, your build-ups, your watch-alongs, your post-match, your transfer news and stuff like that. And you kind of have to do that. But for probably the last 6 months, myself and Dylan have been racking our brains is what can we do? What can we bring the Leeds United community that's different? That's different to what everybody else is doing. And obviously this is what we've came up with. And exactly what Dylan says, it definitely isn't a finished article as what you can see, but we're building it as the weeks go on. You've obviously seen the new intro as well that we've brought in this week. So as the weeks go on, we will tweak it, we will get better. We have a lot of ideas lined up of people to bring in to make the show better that we think you guys will enjoy as well. So again, thanks very much for bearing with us here on Only Leeds Bros. So that is it for the Whites Wake Up. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you're hitting that like button and hitting subscribe to the channel. Have a great weekend. We'll chat you all again soon. So mind yourselves, mind each other.